Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Ron. Great. Now call the meeting of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment of silence, prayer, and pledge of allegiance.
Father, bless this meeting today, all those present, participating through social media, as well as the lives we will encounter afterwards. I pray for those who are ill, that you will heal. While it is foolish to worry about tomorrow, it is wise to prepare our thoughts and emotions for the next day. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held March 25th, 2021.
Motion for approval.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning county business at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Report of executive session, Phil?
There was one executive session held on March 30th at 10 a.m. for personnel reasons.
Department reports, the budget transfers.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Supplemental appropriations.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Expenditures, approval of payroll check numbers 73227 through 73262, and direct deposit check numbers 6028963 through 6029375 for the payroll paid through the payroll fund checking account for all county funds totaling $594,574.82. This is the payroll dated March 26, 2021.
Motion to approve and ratify.
A second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Approval of check numbers 219755 through 219847 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $502,928.98.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The treasurer's report.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. At this time, we'll recess the meeting of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners, and we'll call the meeting of the monthly salary board to order.
The first item is the approval of the minutes of the salary board meeting held March 4th, 2021.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning salary board business? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Report of executive sessions held.
There were 2 executive sessions held, one on March 26, 2021 at 10 a.m., one on March 31st, 2021 at 9:45 a.m.
The first item, District Attorney Greig.
Did you get off?
Okay, I couldn't get the unmute button. I have a motion to change the rate of one office administrator from $16.30 per hour, grade S5, step A, to $16.78 per hour, grade S5, step B, effective April 6, 2021, and that was a 1-year anniversary change of status.
Second.
Mr. Greig.
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
I just have a question. Do you want me to do each one of these individually, or should they have been done collectively?
No, they have to be done separately.
Separately.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, I have a motion then to change the rate of one legal secretary two from $15.43 per hour, grade 7, step 8, to $15.89 per hour, which would be grade 7, step 1, effective April 6, 2021. Again, that's a 1-year anniversary change of status.
Second.
Mr. Greig.
Aye.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
And I have a motion to change the rate of one legal secretary one from $12.68 per hour, which was grade 6, step C, to $13.06 per hour, grade 6, step B, effective April 6, 2020, and that's a 1-year anniversary change of status.
Second.
Mr. Greig.
Aye.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
And finally, I have changed the rate of one clerical specialist from $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, to $11.49 per hour, grade 4, step C, effective May 4th, 2021. Again, this is a 1-year anniversary change of status.
second,
Mr. Greig.
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
And that's all I have before the salary board.
Next item is the Public Defender's Office. Establish the position of one temporary full-time Chief Public Defender trainee at $90,000 per annum, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to establish.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Next item, Sheriff Bardella.
Good morning. I have 3 motions to present to the board today. The first is I make a motion to abolish the positions of 2 part-time security officer positions at $11.38 per hour, grade 5, step A, effective April 1, 2021.
I'll second that.
Sheriff Bardella?
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
My second motion is to establish the positions of 2 special deputy sheriffs at $15.26 per hour, grade 11, step A, effective April 1st, 2021. These positions are excluded from the retirement plan and are not anticipated to work more than 1,000 hours.
Move to establish.
Sheriff Bardella?
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
And my third motion is related to the second motion, is to establish the positions of 2 special deputy sheriff trainees at $14.53 per hour, grade 10, step A, effective April 1st, 2021. These positions are also excluded from the retirement plan and not anticipated to work more than 1,000 hours.
Second.
Sheriff Favela?
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
That's all I have, gentlemen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sheriff.
Children and Youth Services. Establish the position of one county casework manager 2 at $27.67 per hour, grade S11, step I, effective April 1, 2021.
So moved to establish position on discussion, if I may.
Second.
I feel it's a little pertinent to have the discussion because what I want to pertain to is all the children and youth positions. And I want to start with, in our frequent meetings with the Children and Youth Services Department, it has been brought to our attention that the 4 new positions would be necessary to keep up with the demands of the increasing caseload. Seeing a 21% increase in general protective service reports, a 4.5 increase in children protection reports, and a 79% increase in children placement since this time year, or since last year of this time. These positions recommended and approved by the PA Northeast Regional Office are 80% reimbursable for the position, and benefits requested in the 21-22 budget for the state. The positions established are civil service jobs that may take a few months to fill. Human Services operate on a fiscal year July to June. Receiving the state reimbursement July 2021 will be just in time. The cost to the operations is the cost of operating the department is approximately $5.2 million. But the cost to the county is $1 million. This is a little more than 80% due to reimbursement for adoption at 100% and emergency shelter at 90%. Employees in children and youth wear many hats, and to highlight a new job description in new positions, the program specialist will collect data to enhance successive casework. The caseworker manager too will assist with management of the casework and be a liaison to other agencies and programs. Secretary 3 and the social worker case aide 2 would allow the supervisor staff to keep a 4-to-1 ratio of supervisors to the caseworker and provide more family management. The plan the commissioners and Children and Youth Department have been working on for months must continue for years to give the best services to the children of Carbon County. Our main focus is to lessen numbers of cases for caseworkers to provide the proper attention to each case. Thank you.
Commissioner Arner mentioned a spike, and there is a clear spike, but we're not responding simply to a spike, but it's been a trend over various years that we're responding to and trying to mitigate the continued challenges associated with a trend.
Ready to poll the board? Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Next item, establish the position of one program specialist 1 at $20.22 per hour, grade S7, step F, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to establish.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Establish the position of one secretary 3 at $12.55 per hour, grade S7, step A, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to establish.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Establish the position of one social services aide 1 at $11.38 per hour, grade 5, step A, effective April 1, 2021.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Wait a minute, we don't have a second.
Yeah.
Well, I think Mark
Oh,
didn't,
you-
I think she
okay.
put you down as the
Okay.
second, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you both did it at the
Yeah.
same time.
Okay, Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one secretary 3 from $13.32 per hour, grade S, grade 7, step C, to $12.55 per hour, grade 7, step A, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change the rate.
Second,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one administrator 2 from $24.09 per hour, grade S 13, step A, to $24.81 per hour, grade S 13, step B, effective April 6, 2021.
move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, and this is also an anniversary date, and I just like to add on to Mr. Arner and Mr. Lukasevich's comments, how things have changed in that office over the past several years, especially since the Penn State incident. Things, the law changes with well over 30 law changes and documentation necessitating the expanded staffing in that office because they cannot keep up with the demand of all the documentation, going from like 30 cases a person down to about 19 or less or more at this time. It's still strenuous job for those people in children youth. And that budget is well over $5 million now, and that just continues to grow. But we are mandated to do this, and the number one issue is the safety of the children in our county and responding to any reports of abuse.
Next item is building and grounds. Change the rate of 3 summer laborer from $11 per hour to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service, if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
So moved.
second,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Corrections, change the rate of one assistant site coordinator from $18.19 per hour, grade 14, step B, to $18.73 per hour, grade 14, step C, effective April 20th, 2021.
move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Parks, change the rate of 3 part-time seasonal park maintenance from $11 per hour to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service, if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change.
second,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one lifeguard from $11 per hour to $12.55 per hour, grade 4, step F, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service, if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one lifeguard from $11 per hour to $12.19 per hour, grade 4, step E, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service, if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
So moved to change the rate.
second,
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one lifeguard from $11 per hour to $11.83 per hour, grade 4, step D. And remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of 3 lifeguard from $11 per hour to $11.49 per hour, grade 4, step C, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
So moved. Change the
Second.
rate.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of 6 lifeguards from $11 per hour to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one temporary park attendant from $11 per hour to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
So
Move to change the rate.
I'll second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one park attendant from $11 per hour to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, and remove the designation of additional 25 cents per hour for each year of service if applicable, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, and a quick explanation for all these moves here. The positions were not on the salary scale. We are now putting them all on salary scale to make it easier come the annual salary board. Should there be any increases, everyone would be treated the same. And the reason we have the big differences in the lifeguards, for instance, those are lifeguards that have been returning, and we're getting the 25 cents additional hourly rate for the years that they have been there. So they are just being put into that, the proper pay scale in that step that is closest to what they should be doing. And you're going to see the same thing under the liquid fuels summer program as well. You're going to see some slight increases there. It's only like 8 cents an hour, but we're putting them all on a pay scale, so it makes everything easier for all of us.
The liquid fuel summer program. Change the rate of 3 summer supervisors from $14 per hour to $14.08 per hour, grade S2, step A, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of 12 summer laborers from $11 per hour to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of 1 summer coordinator from $11 per hour to $11.16 per hour, grade 4, step B, effective April 1, 2021.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
ASME Residual Union, the Maintenance Department, establish the position of 1 cleaning person at the prevailing union rate effective April 1, 2021.
Move to establish.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Establish the position of one maintenance 2 trainee at the prevailing union rate effective April 1, 2021 through May 7, 2021.
Move to establish.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
yes,
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Any further business for the salary board? If not, I'm going to recess this meeting until next week with the possibility of a change having to be made within the next week. So I'll table the meeting at this time. This time I'll also reconvene the weekly meeting of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners.
The next item is the personnel report.
Motion approved.
Second on discussion. As we look at the salary board meeting, the positions of the county caseworker manager 2, the social services aide, those job descriptions were very specific to the tasks that we expected those individuals to do. And of course, they will be hired as part of the interview process that will take place based upon the needs as highlighted in the job description. On the personnel report, we have a very qualified nominee for the position of HR assistant. I reviewed her job application, her resume, spoke to her personally. However, as I stated on 4 March and during a lead-up executive session, the position description that was presented for this particular billet creation notably does not prioritize essential functions that are needed in that office. These critical gaps that were agreed upon needed to be corrected, filled, included FMLA, workman's comp, and payroll processing. None of these that are prioritized sufficiently or effectively, and are actually a couple of them absent from the position description. There's no doubt payroll processing is a problem due to a lack of implementation of adoption of existing technologies, but we are working on that. While I'm confident in the nominee's ability to acquire through OJP on the job training the necessary knowledge to assist in these areas, I kind of deem it a penny wise, pound foolish decision to advertise and fill a position with a position description that does not accurately reflect the background and experience needed. In addition to the expertise or the expectations put out to the candidate. And that's my only comment.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
No, well, yes, with the exception of the HR assistant.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, I just want to add a couple, or an item that we are, and we have mentioned this before and been encouraged by the judge, President Judge Nanovic and others to look at our salary scales, and we are looking at setting up a meeting with a company that does salary studies and job descriptions. So hopefully this issue will be satisfactorily addressed at that particular time. And I do think we have that meeting coming up within the next week or two. So to get a preliminary discussion going on what we're looking for, how we want to narrow down all the multiple grades. Like, well, we did have 21 supervisory levels at one time. I don't think we used a few of them. So we're trying to narrow all these down to maybe 10 in the supervisory and maybe only 10 in the non-supervisory pay scales to make our job as a salary board much easier. And I think it'll also help the row offices that submit requests for salary increases or setting salaries for future jobs. So we have it's another one of the biggest major project we are looking at doing, or at least starting this year. So hopefully this will help on all this. So,
Next item, correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Advertising. Authorize the advertisement of the first public hearing notice via Zoom regarding the fiscal year 2021 CDBG CV funds and application for entitlement and non-entitlement communities.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Children and Youth, for approval and execution, the fiscal year 2020-2021 purchase of service agreements with the providers as listed and as per the attached rates.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Invoice report for approval and execution. The Children and Youth first quarter fiscal year 2020-2021 Act 148 invoice report, which will result in the county receiving $3,786.04 in IT grant funds, $1,700 in special grant funds, $17,674.20 in Title 4E AA funds, and $551.73 in Medicaid funds, and $14,615 in TANF funds.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Emergency Management. Request received from the Emergency Management Director to appoint Mr. Matthew Miller of Lake Harmony, Pennsylvania as the county EMA volunteer deputy.
I move to modify the motion to reflect a one-year probationary period to provide mentorship, guiding, and bring Mr. Miller, into assimilate into the position under the guidance of the EMA director.
question. I think our standard policy and I see Dawn's still there, but I think we've been doing 6
month probation.
So if you would be willing to
Yep.
amend.
Move to modify.
Because it's something we do for all
Yep.
new hires. 6 month probation is automatic.
Yep.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, I'll second that.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
The Liquid Fuels Program for ratification. A quote received from Structural Metal Fabricators Incorporated of Palmerton, Pennsylvania, to fabricate and install 2 original standards and 1 vertical clearance structure for the covered bridge number 17, located in Delaware-Torrensing Township at a cost of $7,841. The amount will be reimbursed by insurance minus the deductible.
Move to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes. I'd like to mention at this time, I want to thank the news media for their assistance in this. Had they not broadcast our statements last week at the commissioners meeting, who knows if this person would have been named that caused the damage to the bridge. So thank you very much to all our news media. You have always been very helpful to this Board of Commissioners and previous boards of commissioners. And it shows what you can accomplish when you get the proper information out there. So that person has been turned over to the state police as it was previously, but and also to the insurance company. But you can see that the cost there was almost $8,000 to repair the damages there. So hopefully we'll be able to recoup that and not too much of a burden on our insurance carrier as well.
I would like to add a little bit something onto that. It was going to be in my report, but I would like to praise one of our employees on this situation, Colleen Klein. That is our assistant chief. I don't know if we should give her the Employee of the Month or the Sherlock Holmes Award, because she was very instrumental in finding the information out for this. And I think without her, this might not have been accomplished. So Colleen, if you're listening, thank you.
Okay, I'll pull the board now. Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I did that already,
Yeah, I think, I was wondering, I was thinking, like, I hope you weren't asking to vote for a new car for you.
Did you do that? Okay, MATP program for approval and execution, the allocation letter from the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services for the 2019-2020 MATP program, listing the allocation after review of the final reconciliation report in the amount of $591,543.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
A purchase service agreement. Purchase a service agreement under the Sourcewell contract with Edwards Business Systems of Wyomissing, Pennsylvania for a new HP laser managed printer at a cost of $1,118 at .015 black and white per copy, billed quarterly for the Human Resources Office.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The State Facility Closure Transition Program, grant application for ratification. Submission of a single application for assistance under the State Facility Closure Transition Program in the amount of $138,000 for the replacement of the main elevator in the courthouse.
Move to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, and I just want to point out in this particular program, it's because of the closings of one facility just outside the, does affect two, the SCI retreat and the Whitehaven Center that'll be closing, and it affects 39 employees. And there's several counties involved, and there's 3 different centers that are closing. So it was the $5 million was distributed to the 12 counties, I believe it is, at a per capita type of the amount of employees. So we had 39 employees, so that'll be good, put to good use in an aging elevator, hopefully before the end of this year.
I would also say we were in conversations with our workforce development director plus Career Link. And again, as these facilities kind of are transitioned away from the state, they will be and are prepared to provide, essential services to help that transition.
Next item is the vehicle fleet financing for ratification. A proposal submitted by Enterprise Fleet Management of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, for one additional vehicle under the vehicle fleet financing and maintenance master open-end lease agreement approved April 27, 2017, agenda item number 17-159. The vehicle and monthly cost has a term of 60 months, and it's a Ford Interceptor utility at $760.97 per month, assigned to the district attorney.
Move to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
ZNA Financial Consultant for approval and execution. Amendment to the agreement with Zelenkoski Axelrod LLC for financing consulting services for the year 2021, increasing the agreement $30,000 due to additional services related to the county's emergency rental assistance program. Fee is based on 120 hours at an hourly rate of $250.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The solicitor's report?
Thank you. 4476 renovation project for approval and execution. Proposals received for furnishings for the second floor area of 76 Susquehanna Street through Corporate Environments of Bethlehem, totaling $35,900.54. The first for the Han Company, care of Corporate Environments, $8,287.27 pursuant to CoStar's Contract 35-20, and Corporate Environment's $27,613.27 for CoStar's Contract 35068.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Parks for approval and execution, a banner request submitted for Jim Thorpe Independent Film Festival for the 4th Annual Jim Thorpe Independent Film Festival, April 22nd to the 25th, 2021. The banner request, April 9th through April 26th, 2021.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Tax assessment for approval and payment. Communication received from tax assessment verifying that the following taxpayer is due a refund of county taxes. Property in Nescahoning Borough, Immaculate Conception Church, care of St. Joseph's in Summit Hill. Per court order, assessment reduced based on difference in valuation. The refund is years 2020, paid in the base period at 2019, paid in the discount, 2018, paid in the penalty. Total count refund of county taxes due is $1,795.49.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Any further business?
Yes, under further business, and I just want to bring up that we did send a letter to Secretary of Health, Acting Secretary Allison Beam, concerning the COVID vaccine distribution. We had gone through this a couple of weeks ago with the Northeast area with 11 counties, and then the vaccine task force met with us, 2 of those members with the 11 counties and the commissioners and emergency management personnel on finding a central location. And we understand what they're trying to do, but we just feel extremely strong about our local providers being able to get the vaccines and distribute it here on a local basis. We have 2 wonderful hospitals that have locations here in our facilities, have locations in Carbon County. They are capable of doing several thousand. St. Luke's is capable of doing 5,000 in a week. They have not been able to run the larger scale, such as Lehigh Valley at Pocono Raceway, nor at like at Dorney Park. We don't feel it is fair, especially to our senior citizens who are trying to get the vaccine, and to our other constituents, to have to travel to the Mohegan Sun for a regional or down to Lehigh Valley. A lot of these are elderly, cannot get a ride maybe. Their driving abilities are maybe not the best due to their age. It becomes a safety issue for those people as well. And, you know, a lot of those people do not have a good sense of direction maybe. So there's multiple reasons that we should be doing it here regionally through our local providers. Talking about the A1 or 1A class people, emergency responders, our fire in particular, and some of our EMS in particular are still volunteer. They work during the day and have to travel in the evening on weekends and spend 2-3 hours on the road and maybe waiting in line to get these vaccines is totally just not acceptable to us. So we did send a letter to Allison Beam, and I don't know if it was that made available to the public yet.
Yes.
It was, yeah, it was on her, yeah, that's right. So that's why I got 2 calls from TV 13 and WBRE for interviews on it. So hopefully we'll have a meeting coming up in the near future with the Department of Health to discuss our frustrations with the ability to get vaccines or drive-throughs here in Carbon County. If you remember back in October, we did the drive-through flu shots where we served almost 400 people in a few hours. Most of it was right in the beginning. It really slowed down. It was a practice run for us. We have the capability of doing it here. Our emergency management coordinators, and they had spoken up as well at that previous meeting, that this is what they're required to do, set up all the plans, coordinating with the Department of State. So we have the plans. We did what we were supposed to do, and we are ready to receive the vaccine so we can run clinics or vaccine sites here in Carbon County. So we're really asking, hey, let us do our job here on the county level. No one knows the counties better than we do. And if we have few shots over, we have the waiting line that, you know, we can get them out there to the people just as fast as you can at any regional and maybe even faster.
Yeah, I will add, the Pennsylvania Department of Health current plan doesn't allow us to maximize the potential throughput that St. Luke's can provide here in Carbon County. And I think a little context is important. Commissioner Notstein mentioned about the 1A category. So we look at senior citizens in Carbon County. We are ranked 45th of 67 counties in regards to the percentage of our population which is composed of senior citizens. And that's about 3 percentage points above the state average. And importantly, when it comes through vaccines, and this was 2 days ago when we published the letter and transmitted it to the acting secretary, we were ranked 49th of 67 counties in getting shots in the arms the first time. We were ranked 42nd of 67 counties in getting the second shot in the arm. So we have a way to go with our population vaccination, and we need the full support of the Department of Health to help us maximize the potential capacity throughput that we created here over the past year, really. That's all I have in further business.
No, and I think too with this, the majority of our people that have been getting vaccinated have been going out of the county. And we're starting to dip into this part where all these A1 people can't travel. I mean, we're dealing with people that can't even get out of the county to go to their doctor just a couple miles away, and they're put in the inconvenience that they'd have to drive 40 miles to get there. We need it here, you know, or we're really going to be lagging behind, because it's like these people cannot travel. Unfortunately, the ones that got their shots went to Dorney Park, or they went to Mohegan Sun, or wherever it was, and the majority of the shots were not done in Carbon County, and we need them here.
Okay. Maybe you would like to please recognize our guests today that we have with us.
Forgive me for overlooking that. So we don't get too many guests like this, but Corinne Kintz is the newest person in our staff here in the commissioner's office. Normally, we try to get the new people into the meeting and get them trained on being able to fill in for Jen Borger here, who has been here over a year now. 2 years already?
Year total?
Yeah,
I'm here almost 4 years.
yeah, but here in
My
the
business
commissioner's
is
office.
over a year.
Corinne about 6 months now.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but she's been extremely busy, and with the COVID is one of the reasons we didn't have her here in previously. But when Jen goes on vacation, Corinne will be properly trained to take care of the meeting for us. And so welcome, Corinne. You're doing a great job.
By the way, did we tell you Jen's taking off next Thursday?
Okay, commissioners reports, Mr. Arner?
The only thing that I have, we really didn't hit much on, like that additional cleaner that we approved. That's something our cleaning is getting more throughout the county, and even with the new 44 building that will be opening up, we're sort of more or less just preparing for that. I mean, we're going to have additional cleaning in the next couple months. So we're just trying to be proactive to keep our buildings clean and safe for everybody.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes, three items. One, first and foremost, and not necessarily in order of importance, but of the way I have them stacked here. The Pennsylvania Commission to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the birth of our nation, or the semi-quincentennial, is looking for a county advisory committee member. So we'll post on the Facebook page information about that volunteer position to help coordinate and synchronize the activities of the Commonwealth when it comes to the 250th anniversary of our nation. Secondly, we've received our first report from the Carbon Chamber in regards to our hospitality industry recovery program. There was $140,000 nominated to be awarded to 3 entities in 3 different municipalities. We'll go ahead and make that information publicly available also. That program continues through mid-July. So if you have a desire to apply, if you go to the Carbon Chamber Facebook page or website, the information is available there for hospitality industry entities. In correspondence was noted the Carbon County Communications 2020 annual report. I'd emphasize it's actually a pretty good read. Some great data analysis can be done about trends here in Carbon County, and a couple that I pulled out real quick. Surprisingly, we had an overall call volume for police, fire, and EMS, a reduction of 5.3%. Yet the calls for fire and EMS both went up. But we actually saw between 2019 and 2020 a 21% drop in calls for police assistance. Now, again, why has that occurred? Could it be pandemic related? Not sure, but it's an interesting fact. I would also mention in regards to trend, since 2016, when we peaked at over 63,000 calls to police, it's down 30% here in Carbon County. The other point I will highlight is fire calls in that. And we find that 37% of the fire calls are coming for Kidder Township. So Albrightsville and Lake Harmony fire departments. Now, if you add Penn Forest Township to that, so you're talking Penn Forest Kidder, just under 50% of the fire calls are occurring or seeking responses into that geographical area. So again, what does that do to, how can we help ensure those numbers go down? So I'd ask the press to go ahead and take a look at that and do a little bit of analysis on a fine report and fine job that they're doing at the 911 center. That's all I have.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up as well. And when you look at that call volume and the types of calls, I'm trying to find the page now, on what the types of calls the top 10 are. And I think the total calls for here it is, the fire alarms, automatic fire alarms, and it should say automatic fire alarms there is 535. There was one facility that had 102 calls in the Kidder Township area alone. Supposedly those are legit. If they have 102 calls in 1 year, and I think it was 198 last year to one facility, we have a problem with that facility. And I certainly hope the fire chief of that area would reach out and find out or really investigate what is calling all those calls, because the problem I have with it is if we're getting all these false alarms, and when we had the incident where the gentleman passed away in Lansford just over a week ago, and if we have an incident such as that, and we're getting automatic alarms to facilities such as this, it has taken up our dispatchers' time, especially in extremely busy time like that when you're dispatching multiple departments to one incident, including police and fire, police and fire and EMS, and because of the circumstances and injuries, et cetera, and handling other calls throughout Carbon County as well. So that becomes an issue. And tried to address it once before, but I think we're going to have to push the issue a little bit more. It's just totally unacceptable. I think they were up around, it doesn't say the total for a year for that particular department. But they run, and the reason it's 16 and 17, which is Albrightsville and Lake Harmony, is the fact that they run automatic alarms all the time. Like most fire departments, especially during the day, they dispatch maybe 3 departments instead of 1 because of lack of manpower. So that's why maybe the second company had quite a few calls. But the other interesting point I want to go over is the total incidents for the police, fire, and EMS was only 70,000. I should say only 70,000, 6,152, when we hit over 82,000 in 2016. So those calls did come down. But the other thing we have to look at is the total calls that we get at the comm center in a year's time. That is 182,598 calls. At one time, we were getting several years ago, and I had to go back and look at the previous reports, and I saved all these over the years and didn't get time to compare. But you look at the wire line, the phones, 2,829. Wireless are now 23,664. At one time, that was a lot less than that, the difference. It was opposite. So that is a big one. Another one upcoming and getting, it looks pretty steady over the last, for the month, but it's getting more and more every year, is the voice over internet providers at almost 3,000. So those things are going up and their capabilities are getting better. Non-emergency calls, they had 147,183. Ring down calls, that's if a cell phone goes to a tower in Schuylkill County and the incidents in Carbon County, the surrounding counties, we through the Northeast Regional Terrorism Task Force and regional, you'll see a lot of times we approve things for switching, automatic switching between comm centers. And that's calls they received and pushed back to us or transferred to us because it's our jurisdiction. So there's 2,773 miscellaneous. So yeah, at times we only have 2 dispatchers on, and at other times 6 or 7 dispatchers are not enough when the severe weather hits or if major incidents occur. But at the low time, there's only 2 times on. If you look the hours during the day, the calls, you don't get that many, less than 1,000 in a time period. But the biggest call volume for emergencies or in calls is between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. every day. So yeah, it's even the drug calls, that was a total of, I don't know if I have it here, but those have over 600 just for drugs, and that's between EMS and police investigations on just drugs. So it's been busy. It can be extremely stressful to them when they're handling multiple calls, multiple agencies at one time. We dispatched, I think it's 21 fire departments, about 12 police departments, plus all the other outside agencies that we deal with, Parks and Recreation, all the adult probation office, children and youth, aging, juvenile, magistrates paging for them all the time, as well as the Parks and Recreation for state, Beltsville, et cetera. Can find that page too, but here we go. Sheriff's Department, District Attorneys, Pennsylvania Attorney General's Office, Game Commission, Hickory Run State Park, Mark Chunk Lake Park, Juvenile, Coroner's Office, Aging, County Maintenance, School Districts, all the school districts, we dispatch certain things for them. District Attorney's Office, Magistrates, Fish and Boat, Beltsville Park, Adult Probation, Domestic, Children and Youth, Corrections, K-9, Counterville County Detective. So those aren't the only agency that, I'm sure there's probably others that they do take calls for. So extremely busy. We'll make sure the media has a copy of that, and if they have any questions, they can call. That's enough one day, I think. Okay, thank you. Meeting adjourned. Let's go alphabetical today. Alyssa,
Good morning.
good morning.
I have a few things. So for correspondence, I definitely want a copy of the 911 report. And then can I also have a copy of the Wildlands Conservancy letter about the Indian Run project in Lehigh Gorge State Park, please? And then as far as I just want to go back to like the vaccine distribution concerns. I know another thing is yesterday, of course, the state saying that they're going to be ramping up, the eligibility over the next few weeks. And by April 19th, everyone's going to be able to schedule an appointment. I mean, how much more does that concern you guys, especially with not having these local providers?
Well, Carbon County has an aging population to begin with. A lot of seniors, a lot of people move in from other areas that retire permanently here in Carbon County. They already had second homes maybe. So, yeah, it's concerning to me that they don't even have the 1A group completely vaccinated, and they're going into 1B already.
Yeah, Alyssa, and you hit upon it, scheduled, right? Scheduled. That's not a shot in the arm. We just saw a significant challenge with J&J, right? Had 50 million doses that had a problem. You know, how might that impact the supply chain, or at least that tentative plan that's being put out there to actually get a shot in the arm versus simply scheduling? You know, people have been able to schedule for 1A for quite a long time now, but we still have 1A people who need, first shots.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some concerns. There's going to be people that are, left behind.
Yep.
For sure. And then as far as I just wanted to get a quick update if we had a date for when construction was going to start on the DNL Trail Connector project in the county lot. Is that soon? I don't know if you guys have talked about that
Actually,
recently.
Monday, I think. Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Monday, they'll be in to start trimming the trees along the trail, the parking lot there, and so.
So you can come up and film it at 8:01.
no
I'll
parking
be
in the
there.
trees.
I'll be there. 801 show.
Yeah, stay clear so a tree don't fall on you.
Absolutely. And then the only other question I had, I had talked to Dave Horvath over at Mock Chunk Lake the other day because we wanted to do something about, camping season starting up. And he said there was going to be a meeting, I guess, prior to that opening. I didn't know if you guys knew the date of that. Is it like a Parks and Rec meeting to discuss the plan and restrictions and stuff like that?
Yeah, it'll be this month. It'll be not this Friday, but next Friday, if I recall correctly, the next Parks and Rec. And that'll be at the environmental centers where they're hosting them right now.
Oh, do you know what time?
Yeah, it's a monthly meeting.
What time did you say? Is it in the morning?
10 o'clock,
10?
if I recall correctly, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I think that is all I have.
Okay, thank you, Alyssa. Happy Easter to you.
You too.
Yeah. Amy,
Good morning. May I also have the same copies as Alyssa requested? And just an update, where does the issue stand with the prison with the warden being suspended? Is he still suspended?
yeah, it should be directing this to Tony, but yes, he's still suspended, still under investigation.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have then. Thank you.
Okay, Kelly, happy Easter, Amy.
Still getting that down with the button. Good morning. The same correspondence that the others have requested, the 911 report and the Wildlands Conservancy. And that's all I had as well. Everybody else covered what I was looking at. So happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, and next week we'll start with you. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'll call Gary and see if he has that report electronically to make it easier for all you guys. So if not, we'll have to scan it in, I guess, and send it to you. All right, thank you.
I thought it was, but then you said that